Welcome to Forest General's Spirit of Women Celebrate series. I'm Brandon Chase Welborn, and today I'm joined by my friend Karen Hightower, cake decorator and baker extraordinaire. Karen, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. So today, as you know, celebrations always involve food, but not only food, most people look forward to the cake.
Everybody loves cake.
Everybody loves cake. I feel like if I am at a party and there's not cake, it's not a party, right? Do you not feel that way?
You want to leave, right?
You want to leave immediately because there's no cake. So today we are going to show you ways to jazz up your cakes, things to do with your cakes with florals and fresh fruits, things like that. Stuff from grabbing cake from the grocery store. And I think Karen has a few things in store for us. So let's go ahead and get started.
Sure. We want to bring things to you that you will be able to do at home, even if you are not the cake baker extraordinaire. We're even going to teach Chase how to decorate some cupcakes too later on in the series.
That's scary.
Shall we start with this one?
Let's go ahead.
Okay. Cakes actually have trends too, like fashion or floral. I'm sure they're trends. What's good? Color.
Things go in and out.
In and out.
Color.
Right now with cakes, stripes are a big thing. Buttercream cakes are back in, and sprinkles. Even piping, although this doesn't have too much piping on it. But this one right here, I just wanted to show and demonstrate a little bit of things you can do at home. This has a water ganache drip, and all you need for this is your local cake store or hobby store will have candy melts. And if you put this in the microwave and melt it for just a few seconds and then add some warm water, you can do a drip off of your cake. And another well-known thing right now are gold accents on cake, which we're going to show you in just a little bit. But once this is chilled, you can take your extract and some powdered gold color, and you can even paint. I'm sure you've seen some gold drip cakes.
So I know gold leafing and gold accents are big right now in weddings and other events. Everybody loves gold. You either gravitate towards gold or silver. And I feel like right now most people are gravitating towards the brass and the gold. Okay, so Karen, I see these beautiful glittered cherries on this cake. They are so much fun. My question is, are they edible?
You can get edible glitter. Just make sure that when you order it, go to a specialty shop in town or online and make sure it'll say approved and an edible product. I would probably serve this and just put them off to the side or tell the customer, put them off on the plate. But
so it's probably not a good idea to cover the whole cake in glitter.
I don't know if I would do that.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer.
So it doesn't taste that great.
Probably get stuck in your teeth.
We don't want that, especially if we're at a party.
That is
so
true.
This one is great for a kid's birthday party.
Yes. And the stripes are actually, let me just show this really quick. This is just from a local store. And there are tutorials right now, especially everybody's been stuck at home. We're getting back into the swing of things, but there are so many tutorials online. Anything you want to know about how to do a cake, if you've never decorated a cake before, you can learn how to decorate a cake. Just go to YouTube and type in what you want to learn. If you want to learn how to do a buttercream stripe, you'll need this cool little tool. It's just from a local place, and you can do a tutorial online and learn how to do it.
Perfect. So it's just like florals and incorporating florals into your parties, which are important, as well as the cake.
That's right. You gotta have a cake.
You can go online, watch tutorials, watch some of the videos that we're going to be bringing to you through this series, and learn how to do some, quick do-it-yourself things where florals are concerned, and where cake is concerned. So where do you want to move next?
Let's go to the tulip one.
Okay. And
we're going to show how to apply, like Chase was saying. The gold is kind of a big thing right now, and there are two different ways you can apply some gold to a cake. Actually, there's more than that, but we're going to just demonstrate.
So this cake here's a two-tier,
right?
And the icing is a buttercream.
Just a buttercream, right?
Okay.
I just chose some different different styles that I thought people could try at home or pull off at home. So this is just a simple buttercream cake, and these are the flowers that he had today. And how simple is this? Yeah, it's still elegant. So you can just attach your flowers to the front. This stuck without anything else. We just tied the twine because we thought it looked cute.
Right, and just normal twine from your craft store.
Right.
We took some tulips that you can get at your grocery store, a corner market, your wholesale florist or a retail florist. And earlier we tied these tulips to the front of this cake.
And it's kind of good to put them to a chilled cake because the buttercream then will have a little bit firmer to stick to. But this has been out at room temperature, so we'll see how this works. The first thing I have is edible gold leaf, and this is actually from Amazon. You'll just want to make sure when you order your gold leaf packet that says edible gold leaf. That's right. It's a little bit pricey, but...
So we can eat the gold leaf, but we don't really need to eat the glitter.
That's right. Don't eat the glitter. So one way to do this, I'm sorry this is making a little bit of noise, but all you have to do is take this little tiny sheet of paper and you're going to want to touch the cake and the gold leaf will come right off. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm sorry. So let's put some gold leaf over here, just a tiny bit, and see what happens. Another way, and you just barely touch the cake. I'll do another one. You just barely touch the cake, and basically anything that this comes in contact with,
the gold leaf will peel
off. The gold leaf.
Oh, so you just kind of lightly touched it.
Right, the gold leaf will stick to the cake. So you see that? So you can do this. There are weddings, now it's sticking to me, so that's okay, I'll shine. But there are wedding cakes where brides will choose a gold leaf up the whole 5-tier cake and then florals coming off of it. You can accent it with a small cake like this. It just adds a little bit of
So
pizzazz.
You mixed with the gold leaf, this piece of paper, you mix something with this,
no,
or
not
it's
that.
Ready to go?
That's ready to go,
this
just like
is ready
that.
to go.
And let's
so
just show you how easy it is. Chase is never gold leaf, and he's going to do this right here.
I don't do cakes, for the record.
But just gentle, or you're going to make a hole in the cake. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
look at that. Now, if you get too much gold leaf, you'll just get a little paintbrush wet or something, and you can just get this wet, then it's going to stick back to your paintbrush to get it back off. But you can even put them on the flowers. Actually do that, Chase. Put a little bit of gold leaf on like a stem or something.
So, but you could order this gold leaf, like you said, oh, see, it came off that easy on my fingers. You could order this gold leaf on Amazon. And you could get a simple grocery store cake. Okay, that...
Is it sticking on the flower?
It did. Okay.
Yeah, you can go to your local corner market and get a grocery store cake, and they're quite tasty actually, and jazz it up with some gold leaf.
Right.
Put some fresh floral on it, which we're going to do in just a little bit, and then you have a beautiful cake. So you don't have to always think, I have to provide a cake for this event and have to call, and you can do it yourself.
Yeah, and so run to the grocery store, grab a cake and jazz it up yourself, and that's what today we're going to show you how to do. This gold leaf, this is great. I mean, I'm a big gold fan, so
Isn't it nice?
I don't know if I'm going to be calling you the next time I need a cake,
Do
because I think
yourself.
I could do it myself.
That's
I may
right.
try it. Okay, that is great. I love the tulips. It's a little, more modern, contemporary feel.
But you all can pull this off.
Right.
That's what we're trying to show you today. You can pull this off for sure.
So do you want to move while we're talking about a grocery store cake to the famous here Berryburg Cake from Corner Market?
Yes, let's do that one.
Let's go ahead and grab that cake.
So this is from Corner Market. It's the Berryburg Cake, super popular. And what we're going to do is remove, why don't you do that? Remove that fruit off. If you want a little snack, you can have some.
Just take a little spoon and...
That's right. Now, of course, you can serve it just like this, but we're going to show you 2 ways you can dress this cake up. And the first way is with some fresh floral. And this is all floral you can get from the grocery store, right?
That's right. So Karen, I see we're kind of messing up the top of this cake by taking it off, but that's not a problem.
We're going to cover it up.
Fix that, okay?
We're going to cover it up. So there are a couple of ways you can put some fresh floral on a cake. Let's move this out of the way.
Okay.
And I will talk about those. One of the things you can do is to put some saran wrap. I'm not going to do that way now, but you can put some saran wrap right here and just arrange your flowers right on that. It's not touching the cake. Another way that you can do it is to use a bubble tea straw. These are at local stores, milkshake straws. They have those at.
And that's just the oversized straw.
Oversized straw. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they'll have it Bed Bath & Beyond, or you can order these from Amazon. And you can put these down in the cake, and then you're going to cut the straw at the height of the cake. So if the straw is down there, you'll cut it. And then you can arrange the flowers with a little bit of icing down into the straw, and it also doesn't touch the cake.
And so today, Karen, we're going to use which method?
Well, today I like this method. So you'll just have some extra buttercream in one of your piping bags. And if you put this on top of your cake where you want your flowers to be. Today we're going to put them on this side because we're going to cover up our berry juice,
So how much do you know to do?
Well, I just use it where I'm going to put the flowers, and it's going to anchor. Your flowers are going to go here, and it will anchor the flowers, and they'll be arranged into this extra buttercream.
Which I know when we're doing wedding cakes and things like that, I see a lot of times you piping that extra icing.
That's right.
before
You put the extra icing because it kind of holds the floral, and then also the floral is going into the buttercream instead of the cake. So those
So it
are
kind of
different ways.
serves as a glue.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
So today, pick what do you want to put on this cake?
Let's use these hot pink spray roses.
Lovely.
What about some green hypericum?
Oh yeah, beautiful.
How many? 1, 2?
Let's do 2. And then you love greenery. Do we have any?
I love some greenery.
Let's put some of that in there. What about a pop of yellow tulip? Shall we do that
let's
or not?
do it. And there's no right or wrong way. You can come up with whatever combination of florals that you want to use on your cake for that particular event. Don't be afraid to mix and match, right?
That's right. And if it looks bad, you can
Just
redo
keep
it.
adding.
Just keep adding, or you can take it out and redo it.
I mean, you know, we said during our holiday series, you can never over decorate. I think that probably pertains to cakes too.
That's right. You just keep adding because then they get to eat more icing, right?
That's right.
Who's going to complain about that? So we don't have any garden roses, but that would take up a big space if you have some garden roses on the top.
So now you are just cutting the stems pretty short,
That's
right?
right.
Okay.
And we washed these prior to the filming, and so then they've been out here in their water drying. So we're just going to kind of put this, see how they're being arranged just in the top right here? Perfect. Chase loves greenery. Can never have too much.
Well, it fills space and it creates that contrast between those bright colored florals, you know.
That's right. Now also, don't think that you have to keep it tight on the top of the cake. I'm working with it here, but I'll turn it around in just a second. I've got some more buttercream to cover. But you want it to kind of flow over the edge, or you want it to come back into the middle of the cake. Right, so it has some movement to it. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, we definitely need this.
It's always fun. I know where you and I have been involved in wedding cakes. It's always fun. A lot of times I'm so busy with all the big arrangements. I'm like, Karen, you just do whatever you want to do on the cake so long as it fits the client's, you know, style. And you always will call me over to like put in my 2 cents of like.
He gets the final say, and it's always add more greenery.
Add more greenery.
That's what he wants, right?
Or an extra rose here.
That's right. So let's put some of these up front. See, that covers space too, and we do need.
What about another rose?
Yeah, and what about numbers? I try to work in odd numbers. Is that just because something I've read somewhere, or do you think odd numbers for?
Odd numbers always work great for balance, but there are unusual cases where sometimes odd numbers are not what you're going for.
Yeah.
You know, that maybe it only takes 2 of something, or you know, maybe I need 4 of something. So it's really just based on your feeling and, you know, if you're liking the direction it's going. You know, do you feel like that sometimes when you're?
I think I must have. I don't know. I feel like I try to stick to 3s or 5s.
3s or 5s are always great
when putting them in. So you'll see here we have 3 of the. I'm going to turn this now so you all can see. Let's add one more little sprig of green. Yep. See, there you go.
There, look, you got it right.
You got to have that greenery.
Add the greenery.
All right, where do you think this should go? Here's the front, like here at the front.
Right in there, yeah, under that tulip.
See, so all of this is arranged right in that buttercream blob on top of the cake. And so all we did was go to Corner Market, buy this wonderful Berryburg cake, and then
we picked up some flowers in the floral department.
And then put them on top, and you all can do this at home.
And now keep in mind, you can do whatever you want to do. If you don't like it off to the side, you can do a grouping in the center. Or if you like this, you could also add a little bit down here in the corner. It's
also nice to, if you have something over here on the side, it's kind of nice to have something down on the front, and then it kind of draws your eye that way.
And we love that a lot with wedding cakes, especially. It's always like a little grouping at the top and a grouping, alternating down the cake.
So there you go. And you all saw how quick this took to decorate, what, 7 minutes, not even.
So when you're in a hurry, you know.
And this could be lovely for a ladies' brunch, for a bridal shower, a baby shower, any event really.
So this is a Berryburg cake, and it's filled with a bunch of fruit.
Fresh fruit.
And that's probably strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries.
That's right.
So if somebody really doesn't love all of that, give us, is there a certain flavor, or when clients are meeting with you on, is it all based on like what that person likes or their taste, which I'm sure it is, or are things a little more seasonal?
There are some flavors that are, I suggest for certain seasons. We're in the spring right now and early summer, and a lemon filling, a fresh lemon filling with a traditional almond or white cake is wonderful. A fresh anything fruit, fresh raspberry, fresh strawberry, they're great for spring and summer events. And then for winter, I mean, of course it's whatever you want, but for winter, a heavier cake would be like a red velvet cake or a carrot cake, and of course, you know, it's whatever.
So really whatever that person's taste is. There's no right or wrong with any of this. As far as flavor, as far as the decor or the flowers,
That's right.
You
If
do
you're
what
happy,
you like, you know, so long as you're happy.
That's right. We are gonna decorate these cupcakes, and I got this, let's see. I got this for you. Yes.
Baker's gonna bake.
That's right. We're gonna bake and we're gonna decorate. So let's put these on and see.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it great?
This is too fun.
Okay. These cupcakes that we're gonna learn to do today are perfect for a bridal shower, a baby shower, just any event. And you can actually order this exact design that I'm gonna teach Chase. They are $10 a cupcake. Now that's ridiculous, right?
That's
so
a lot.
You can bake your cupcakes, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it at home yourself. So, grab yourself a cupcake.
So these are cute liners.
Oh, aren't they, darling? These are called Tulip Liners, and it's just a square of parchment paper. We can open one up at the end. And it's just a square of parchment. You can actually make these yourself, or go to your local hobby cake store or online.
And you can get them in any color.
Any color.
And you bake right in
You
these.
bake right in this.
That's
It sits
great.
down in your muffin tin, and then you put your batter down in there. So the first thing that we're going to need are all of the colors that you want. You can customize it whichever way you want. And the first one we're going to add, why don't you bring one over so you can kind of see what you're going to do. So put it right here.
So we're making this little rose?
We're making the first rosette. So this one's for you.
Okay.
And then I'll use this one. It's already filled with our buttercream. And like I said, you can customize the colors to your event, whatever. I just did nice, pretty colors
Love it.
for bridal or babies. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is hold it. Why don't you watch me first?
Yeah,
and you're
great idea.
You're going to go 90 degrees to your cupcake in the center, and we're going to go counterclockwise. And you want to make sure that you don't have any gaps in there.
Okay.
So this is super easy. You're just going to go around, counterclockwise, and look how
And you squeeze the whole time?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then you make this lovely little rose. And you just keep even pressure on that. So let's see how the designer extraordinaire does. That's right. Look at that, I knew it. Chase, look!
You may have some competition.
He is hired! It's perfect. Okay, so put that down. Then the next thing that we're going to add.
I promise we did not practice this at all. I knew nothing about it.
We didn't practice. Okay, so these little fun tips, and the one thing that you want to do is just kind of wipe them off in between piping, because then you're going to get a cleaner look. So this has a little design in the tip, and these are just I got these actually at Michael's yesterday. So you're just going to pick up your little tip with your color. Now this is a little bit trickier. So you're going to press the flower and pull up at the same time, because you want it to have, this one has these little center stamens.
Kind of
See
looks
that?
like a little tulip, huh?
Yes. So when you pull the bag up, it makes this little flower. So I'm not sure which one I have here. There are 3 different tips here. So you're just going to push it, same thing, you're 90 degrees, and you're going to push anywhere you want the 3. You can do it however you want it. But you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna pull up, and it makes that tiny little flower.
Maybe I should practice on the plate.
Oh yeah, practice on the plate. Down and up. Down and up. See how cute? That's great.
Okay, interesting.
No, that's good. Do a little bit less pressure. That's good. Oh, you know what you could, oh
you
yeah.
have to be close to the...
That's right. You
okay.
want to touch it and then pull up. And we just have to clean that top off. Okay. Looky there.
Whew. Interesting. I don't know that cake baking is... You don't want to hire me yet, Karen.
But look, just release it a little sooner. You've got very tall tulips.
Very tall tulips. Well, you know, tulips actually, fun fact, every day they grow a little more even after they're cut.
I did not.
Yeah, so if you get them, that's true. If you get them on a Monday, on Wednesday, they're going to be taller than you got them on Monday.
Who knew? Well,
That's right. So I'm just practicing that.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh, a disaster here. All right, well, could I just put a fresh flower on?
No! Here, trade me bags. I think that one's a little bit weird.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna touch the buttercream that's there, and then a little squeeze, pull up. Just a tiny little. Yeah, a little bit more than that. Yes! Oh, look,
got
see,
it.
oh,
That's
by number
much
3,
better.
he was there. Okay,
There.
perfect.
So it's all about the filling and
pulling up at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky.
Got
so
it.
I definitely suggest, plate, cutting board, whatever, practice a little bit, but honestly, he just piped in 7 times. He was there by number 7. So you
7
can do
times.
This. You can do this. And then the very last thing, we have a leaf tip, and you can add your leaves wherever you would like to. And you're just gonna tuck this, I'll use this one's for you. You're just gonna tuck this wherever you want the leaf, and it's a little tricky too because you're gonna release the pressure as you pull up, and that makes your point. So you're gonna put it in there and then release, put it in there. That one's a little crazy.
yeah, I don't know that I can get, I might need a little practice here.
Let's see. No, that's right. That's exactly right. That one's a little.
Ooh, that one got a little long.
So that is how, and also it's fun.
So really
It's
with a little
fun.
practice, this is, I mean, you could easily do this at home. And this is even something fun to bring in the whole family or
Yes,
the kids,
your
right?
children. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
yes. The children love to bake, but you can find any tutorial. It will blow your mind how many tutorials are online. You just Google what you want to learn, stripes. If you want to learn flower piping, anything is out there, and just a little practice.
I mean,
But
not
seriously,
terrible
come
for my
on.
first
Not at
time, do you
all.
think?
That is so good. That is so good.
Here, this has been so much fun. So we've kind of learned a lot today
We
in
certainly did.
incorporating florals and sprinkles and, the whole series. We just want to inspire you, and we want you to have fun and draw inspiration from these videos. And hopefully today we've inspired you to get in the kitchen,
Don't overthink it.
don't overthink it. And remember, you can never overdo it. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing.
That's right.
That's my motto
Throw more
anyway.
flowers
Throw
on it.
more flowers on it, more sprinkles, and you're good to go. Karen, thank you so much for being here
Oh,
with
I
me
loved
today.
it. Thank
It's
you
been
for
so
having
much
me.
fun. We'd like to say thank you to the Tatum family for allowing us to use their beautiful kitchen. If you've not joined us or watched our previous videos, make sure to do that on the Celebrate website, and make sure to join me next month to celebrate on the beach.
Cheers.